I never thought I'd say this so quickly, but I miss America. And hi, I'm Daniel. I'm moving abroad to Vietnam, or attempting to. And I just want to talk about what happened today. I am with my girlfriend here in Hoi An, Vietnam, and we decided to test drive it for a month. So we went ahead and committed to it, whole 9 yards. Accommodation for a month. We booked a scooter for a month. And the first week, okay. Second week, gearing up for this holiday called Tet here in Vietnam. It's like a New Year's type holiday, but it lasts a long time. The gearing up for it takes weeks, and then it's like more like Mardi Gras. And it's overwhelming because everything closes. And as foreigners, we are completely reliant on the hospitality of the locals here in Vietnam. Don't get me wrong, I've had an amazing time in Vietnam, but I'm not sure I have what it takes. I'm not sure if I'm cut out to actually move here full time. And for a few different reasons I want to talk about. So basically, we had our accommodation booked for a month, but when we get there, she says, oh, 3 weeks in, I have to move you to this other place we own because I already have someone booked for your particular spot. And I was like, oh man, that's not good. But it gave us an out, right? So if we did want to cancel the rest of the stay, we could. And it turns out the neighborhood was very loud, and we were just like karaoke blasting all night, every night, you know? And so we were just thinking to ourselves, all right, let's just book a quieter place. And so I went through Agoda and I booked it for 8 days, the rest of our time here. And that's when we're gonna fly to a city called Dalat. And so we booked it, and sure enough, it turns out to be a scam. So we get a Grab ride over there, and they're like, okay, you know, because we couldn't really find it. A lot of places don't come up on Google Maps, and so we get there, and we can't find it. So I'm just like walking around in the midday Southeast Asian full sun, and I'm starting to sweat. It's starting to get hot. And we've got all our bags, 3 bags each. And we're like, oh man, what are we gonna do? And it turns out we do enough research and find out that it changed its name and it doesn't exist anymore. And so we're like, oh God. Because this is New Year's Eve and everything's closed and we're not gonna be able to probably book another place. So we were looking on some, booking websites, and it looked like there was stuff on this island called Cham Island. It's a 20-minute speedboat ride away from the mainland of Vietnam. And so we think to ourselves, you know what? F it, let's try to go out there. And so we call a Grab and go to the port immediately. I know, kind of wild, spontaneous, but we're getting excited. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go to this island. It's gonna be so fun. And we're gonna get away from Hoi An, all this busyness, tourists. And we get to the port. The driver doesn't speak a lick of English, but he translates to us once we get there. All right, there's no boats today because of the holiday, Tet holiday. And we're like, oh crap, we forgot. We had a brain fart. We just totally forgot about the holiday because we're not used to it. We're Americans. Our New Year's is January 1st. It's over. And it's like, oh. And so now I'm starting to get fussed, like, oh crap, what do we do? And the driver's like hanging around, is like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. And then my girlfriend, she's so level-headed. She's just, hey, why don't we just go to the gym? That's where we have a membership. We can chill out for a while and make a decision. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to go to the gym. I want to find a place to live, or I want to find a place to stay tonight. And I'm like, ugh, and it's all super hot. I'm sweating like crazy, like a pig. And I'm like, fine. And then we get back in the Grab and say, and I'll pay you $75,000 extra just to take us there. And I just broke down crying, man. I just broke down crying because I don't want to be here anymore. I'm so tired of the stress of having to find homestays and places to go. And man, I just miss America. I was like, oh my God, this driver doesn't speak any English. And it's so frustrating. Oh my God, I just wanted to like cry in his arms, but it was just overwhelmed. I was so hot. His AC was not very strong. And I just broke down, man. I just completely broke down and cried in that freaking Uber, man. It was one of my lowest moments. My girlfriend, so sweet, tries to comfort me. I'm just like, I can't handle it. And so we get to the gym, and I try to re-regulate my nervous system. And, we just put our bags out on a chair and just go work out. And I'm on the service chat with Agoda the whole time, and they're taking forever. But by the end of the workouts, finally they agree to give me a refund, $367. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least I have that. We can try to book another place now, I guess. But it was just so stressful, man. And I was just thinking like, man, I don't even know if I want to be here in Vietnam anymore. I don't know the language, and it's so frustrating. Nobody knows any English. It's brutal. And I just miss all the wide open spaces of America, how everybody knows English, and everything's familiar. And if you need something, you can just go to Walmart, and you just drive everywhere, and there you are. You don't have to fight 10,000 motorbikes every time you want to go somewhere. You don't have to. It's so convenient. It's so easy. I took it for granted. And I miss it. I miss how people act and care about you there. Sometimes people in the US can be really, really nice and understanding. And just leaving home has been really hard. It's been really friggin' hard, man. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know what I wanna do either. Whether I even wanna try to live here anymore. I think I'm not gonna give up just yet. I am gonna try to move to Dalat and make some friends there because the weather looks great, and I think it really is worth a full-on chance. But we finally end up booking just one night in a hotel that's a 10-minute walk away. I'm like, hey, do you want to just take a Grab over there, take a taxi? It's gonna be friggin' hot. And my girlfriend's like, no, I want to walk. And I'm like, oh my God. And so we put all our bags on, and sure enough, 3 minutes in, she's like, and I'm like, and we show up to this hotel, and they're like, and they give us the welcome drink and the juice or whatever all these hotels give you. And they look at us, they're like, stupid Americans. I think they can handle Southeast Asian sun. And it's just February, that's the crazy part. This is the coldest month that it even gets over here in Hoi An, just south of Da Nang. And we obviously cannot live here. It was the first week, it was obvious to me. I was like, no, if this is February, then no. It's a big NO. I will melt. And so that's been one thing. And the Vietnamese people have been really nice, but they don't speak English. I'm trying. trying to learn Vietnamese. I really am trying. But it's hard. It's a hard language. You know, I know quite a decent amount of Spanish. I could try to get by in a Spanish-speaking country. But here in Vietnamese, there's all these different tones, and it's crazy, and I just can't sometimes. And when you're not even convinced that you really want to live somewhere, you don't have that much motivation to go learn the language, now do you? And we're just on a tourist visa, so we have to leave, you know, here in a month and a half, or 2 months now, rather. But I'm already just thinking, man, what did I even get into? What made me think that, the thing is, I knew that these things would be there, you know. I knew that it would be hard, that it would be unfamiliar, that I'd have to learn Vietnamese, that nobody would know English, that there would be this crazy holiday you'd have to deal with. But still, when you get down here and you get down to the practical reality, man, it'll wear you down. And can you really handle it when you get down to it? And it's been weeks and a week of that, day after day after day after that, and it just beats you down and it wears you down and it will kick your butts. And it's hard. And nobody talks about that. And you're alone. You're isolated. Who are you gonna go make friends with if you're not even gonna be there? You can't go make friends if you're a tourist. You can't, because there's no point in the local getting to know you. You have to commit to being there, and then people will get to know you, but you can't commit to being there because you don't know what you're doing. So it all comes back to you. Do you know what you're doing? And we don't. And that's not okay. Because I would like to be knowing what I'm doing. And when plans fall apart, do you have a plan B? You know, we didn't. And scams, yeah, they're out there. People will leave their booking up on Agoda or Booking or Airbnb or whatever it is, and who knows if you'll actually even get to stay there. And you'll be walking around in the midday sun with 3 backpacks on, wondering what the heck you're gonna do. And no one's gonna know English. Luckily, we had some water and snacks with us. We ate all of them. We were just like, oh, I was just literally just emotional eating right there at the gym. I worked out and I felt a little better and I was like, you know what I can use right now? Some freaking Oreos. I was so pitiful, man. It was so bad. But you know, you look back, and I am kind of proud that I made it through that. And we got to this nice hotel. I mean, look, they got a ping pong table, pool table. And, you know, the room has nice AC. It's freaking cool in there. That's all I can ask for. We found a restaurant right downstairs, even though it's New Year's Eve, basically. They were open and served us, and you know, we are so grateful. I'm so grateful that we have made it this far, because I just freaking broke down earlier, man. I just couldn't. And I miss America. I miss home. I miss my friends. I miss my family. No one talks about how you try to go move abroad and you're kind of nowhere for a minute there. It's like you left everybody and everything that you know, but you haven't created anything new yet either. And you're in this weird limbo, trying to figure out, where do I want to be? But you got to decide quick. Otherwise, you'll run out of energy. You know, it's exhausting trying to figure out what you're doing and where you want to be and checking out all these different places and all this. It's freaking exhausting. And I hate it, kind of. It's exciting, but it's annoying. And nobody talks about that. It's not glamorous to go and be struggling in a foreign country. It doesn't make you look smart. But the fact is, plans fall through sometimes. And you gotta pick up and keep going, man. You just gotta keep going, because what else are you gonna do? Be a hobo in Vietnam? What kind of life is that? And that's the stressful part, right? It's like, well, you gotta figure it out. You better figure it out. And there's this constant pressure on you. You gotta figure it out. You don't know what you're doing, and you gotta figure it out. And the sooner you can figure it out, the less stressful it'll be, won't it? But half of you just wants to go home and call it quits. And the other half doesn't know what to do. It's hard. So I hope you relate to this. I hope you get something out of this. You made it this far. Like and subscribe and all that, because figure out what we're all gonna do together. Because man, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing either. So maybe we can all learn from each other. And if you got any advice, let me know. We're looking for paradise out here, but it doesn't exist. Oh God help me. Thank you so much.